November 2nd is Father God. So let's get into this. Okay, so this card translates to the Hierophant with the regular tarot cards, and I think it's interesting that he's an older gentleman, so it definitely, really has that wisdom, maturity vibe going on here. Excuse me, confirmation verb. So yeah, that's definitely significant. And is this an eagle? That's an eagle, right? Okay. So yeah, I just feel like you could, even if you're younger, maybe 20s, early 30s, you could be like wise beyond your years type of vibe. So I feel like your spirit team really wants you to match that with your career here, because I feel like you're at a standstill maybe, but it's clear that you have the talent, you have gifts, you have pretty much everything that you need. And I feel like it could have been just a timing thing, but I do feel like for some of you, maybe you're just not moving forward with what you're supposed to be doing. So it's really important for you to live your life fully. So I feel like that's the biggest thing here. I was also thinking about the song Truth Is by Fantasia. So this could be like love-ish, to where the song is really about, her not wanting to, wishing that she could like go back to someone. So maybe someone feels that way about you, or you feel that way about them, but I guess we'll get into that a little bit more. But back to what I was saying, we also have this card, Root of Air. So this is about exploring your life, figuring out what you like, pretty much what I was saying earlier. But this is the Root of Air is like the next step as far as going for it. I feel like some of you might be afraid to fail, but it's trial and error is really one of the best ways to learn, and I feel like that gives you that maturity and even wealth that you're looking for. Because I feel like it's like learning how to ride a bike. You have to fall to learn how to ride. So yeah, you just need to make some moves. We also have Creature of Air, which just says speed. So it's like Knight of Swords, I believe. But I was reading the guidebook, and it's supposed to be a snake, because he has like fangs, so it's kind of weird. So yeah, the radical truth could be about someone trying to interfere with your situation. So really just be careful here. And it looks like really pretty, the colors and stuff. Okay, so last thing I was saying is that this creature looks, like especially the tail looks really pretty. So just don't be fazed by the external, really focus on how this person makes you feel. I saw something earlier, someone was saying like, the phrase when people say you make me sick, like that's a real thing. Like some people can really make you sick just from like being around them, whether it's breaking out or, like really getting sick. And I've heard stories, read stories about it, so it's definitely real. And this is where the high priestess comes in. It says intuition and knowingness. So I feel like whoever this person is. This has been coming up a lot, so really just be vigilant here, and distance yourself, because you got to take care of yourself and protect your future, really. So we also have this Mother of Water. It says emotional self-care. So the dryer turning off just threw me off, but I just noticed in the back there's babies behind her, so maybe you're a mom or a dad or a parent. And I feel like with this radical truth, though, it's really important for you to have something to yourself, to be, what am I trying to say? Just really like have a life outside of your responsibilities. And that's really important, just to make yourself happy. And I was reading something else about that, so I just feel like it's definitely clicking here, even for myself. So yeah, just really, this is a part of taking care of yourself, is really like taking a deep dive into your own life and figuring out what you like, what you don't like, and maybe turning a hobby into a side hustle, something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. We also have, I was about to say temperance, but this is temperance. It says the peacemaker, persistent, patient. So, it even kind of has similar things on the temperance card, with the water. And so it's basically like things are balancing out for you. And I feel like once you open yourself up to doing things for yourself and just, enjoying what life has to offer, I feel like things will just kind of even out for you. You won't be as stressed because you're actually taking care of your own happiness. So, yeah. Okay, so we have Mother and Father of Fire. And you want to know what's interesting? Look at this. Like, the mother has all the babies, and the father has no babies. But I'm just playing. So, with the Mother of Fire says shine and rise, Father says passion ignited. So, if this is about a love connection, then it's clear that, you and your person could have fire placements, but also you and this person will bring out the best in each other, and I feel like you guys could like have a thriving business together. But I do feel like you guys will have that self-care here. You'll take care of that. I feel like you'll feel at peace with this person. We got the peacemaker here as well, so this could be you and or your person here, balancing each other out in the best of ways. So yeah, I feel like that could be a part of that radical truth here, that maybe this is someone that you already know and they're just going to tell you how they feel. But if this is about career, then I feel like your masculine and feminine energies are coming together to really create magic. So this could be like, going back to you bringing your life purpose together, and I feel like that's what's really going to set things off in the best of ways. Okay, so we have the star here, and I believe that this card is showing what is coming your way once you really open up to the idea of you actually living your dream life, and that definitely includes you living out your life purpose. And yeah, but I was looking at the card earlier, and these white flowers are significant, but I was also looking at what is coming out of her cup. So we got water here, and this looks like parts of the universe. So I feel like it's clear that you living out your life purpose is really giving back to your spirit team, and also your spirit team is really proud of you for living out your life purpose. You have done something that they were not able to do at the time they were alive. So yeah, I feel like the star being right behind her head is really significant as well, because you're a star, and you're meant to be seen. You're meant to show people how it's done. So I feel like that's really a big here. So yeah, things are really coming together. You gave to the universe, and the universe is giving back to you. It's a real clear balance and y'all's energies. So yeah. We also have the Monarch, and of course, if you see in the regular tarot deck, this definitely points to the Chariot, and it says victorious. So I thought about the song "Notorious" by Notorious B.I.G. So, and in that song, from what I remember, I haven't listened to it in a while, but he's talking about his rise to fame, and I remember in the background, he's like, he is, like, he knows who he is. So I feel like your spirit team really wants you to know who you are, but between the creature of air with the speed and the monarch, chariot card, I feel like things are coming in very quickly, and your spirit team is going to show you, why you're the star. So yeah, I feel like we're brought here to show people how it's done. So basically, like I was saying before, but yeah. Okay, so we have the altar of air, it says love overflowing. So it looks like love is coming in here, and this could also be like emotional fulfillment here, especially with the emotional self-care. Like, I just feel like you're gonna feel at peace, feel like calmer, like life is easier, like you don't have to work so hard. I just feel like even if you are working harder at your own, career. So I was saying that even if you work harder at your own career, you're still going to enjoy it because you're doing something that you actually like. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like with these two cards, it's definitely showing that love is coming in. It feels that way, but this could also, I feel like your career is going up too, so it's definitely a 2 for 1. But with this Father of Earth, it says generosity. This is like King of Pentacles, so this is like heavy stability. Like even with the plants in the background, I just feel like it's peaceful, but it's also like overall good vibe here. I do feel like things are coming together for you when it comes to your career. It gets easier. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity that comes your way that's going to fill your cup. I'm getting that song Just Gotta Make It by Trey Songz, so I feel like this is something that you've been working on for a while, and your spirit team is really giving you that reward I was talking about. So yeah, we have the shadow here, so it says trials and tribulations. So you've been through some things. It hasn't been easy, but your spirit team is definitely showing you that it's going to be worth it. So just keep an eye out and know that things are getting better here. Yeah, it just takes time, you know. So we also have the patriarch that says unapologetic. So this is again about you being yourself, and I feel like anyone that is trying to keep you from that, just don't bother with it, you know. I'm not saying you don't have to talk to them, but just don't listen to that part, you know. Like, do what you want to do still, because I feel like you're gonna rise above literally, and also like in your career. So yeah, you're gonna show them basically. Now we have Mother God, so we got a match here, another match. So yeah, you're definitely finding your match here between, now we got Radical Truth and Miracles in Motion. So things are really coming together, like I've been saying. Like, your spirit team is really going to show you that miracles can happen to you too. And you got the good juju. Luck and miracles and blessings are all following you now. So yeah, just don't chase, you attract, okay? Okay, this is the last video, I swear. So we have the Root of Earth, Inspired Action, and the Conjure Woman Manifestation. So again, those cards definitely encompass what's going on here, and we definitely have a lot of Pentacles energy, so it is clear that you're going to be grounded, you're going to be, root chakra is significant, but you're also said going to be grounded. That's so funny. Okay, so yeah, I feel like, dang, it's like multiple things coming in at once. So yeah, root chakra is significant, and just feeling like that stability finally, you know. And I feel like this is definitely something that you manifested long ago. I see the candles, so maybe you did like a spell, or maybe you prayed over a candle. I mean, that's part of a spell, but you know what I mean. So yeah, like, I just feel like it could be that, could be like a ritual you did or something, but it's definitely coming into fruition. So we have the twins here. This is conscious connections, and that is like the lovers. So love is definitely coming in, and children are definitely significant because they keep coming up on the card. So either you're gonna have a child with this person, or they're, you know, you guys will be a beautiful blended family, or both. So yeah, I find it interesting on this card. I never noticed, can't really see, but it's like the sun and the moon. So I'm thinking about the Twitches movie because they had the little amulet things. So that could be significant as well. I'm trying to hurry up and finish, but okay, this last card, we got Father of Water. This is balance and harmony. So yeah, things are coming together. Oh look, this father has his kids. So alright, cool. Alright, so yeah, kids are coming up left and right. So they're definitely significant here. And you're meeting your person, you're moving up in your career. Like, everything's looking up, you know. So just keep that in mind here. And again, God is going to show you how blessed you are. So, okay, that's all I have. And I'm going to be done. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.